Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my 8-month update for Pan That Palette and Baby Pan That Palette. Very exciting changes happening this month. I did not meet all of my goals, but I met one and it was a really good one. So let's start with the Baby Pan That Palette. I am going to show you a quick clip of what my palette looked like last month. And this is what it looks like this month. So this is the shadow I'm working on in Baby Pan That Palette, and my goal was to hit side pan. And I'm probably gonna hit side pan tomorrow because that's the way it works for me. I have to film an update and then the next day I hit the goal. So yes, probably tomorrow I will have side pan, but I did not get side pan today. It is a shadow I have all over my lids today, along with, of course, 4 or 5 other shadows. The other interesting new development is that this shadow is now in this palette. I added it in because this shadow is in Finish 6 by Santa, I think. And I just decided, since I was repressing some other shades anyways, and this really needed to be repressed, I would put it into this palette so I'd have easy access to it. And yeah, I've been using it a ton. It's been going well. This shadow is now in a project 2 and it's thinning out quite quickly. And this is the only one I'm still not working on. And I have a feeling that on December 31st, this is going to be the only shadow left in this palette. So that sucks. But I just am not working on it consistently, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But I am happy to have gotten some good use out of this shadow in the past month. I'm glad to be so close to hitting side pan, and I hope I can really buckle down and get a lot of use on this during the month of September. I'm happy with this eye look I'm wearing today, and I think it's a look I can pan. It covers an eyeshadow from my Pan in Every Palette project. It covers an eyeshadow from my Dude You Pan My Battleship palette, and it covers an eyeshadow from my Baby Pan That palette and 2 eyeshadows from my Pan That palette. So it's a look that covers a lot of projects. I like it when I find a look that covers a lot of shadows from different projects. So I feel like I'm making good progress on all projects and not just focusing on one. So I'm gonna try and wear this look a lot over the next month and see what progress I can make on this shadow right here. Definitely see myself having side pan, but hopefully I will have used up more of the remaining shadow as well. Let's move on to my Pan That palette. For Pan That palette in 2020, I decided to join the Pantastic Ladies theme of panning solitaire, and that is to start with a single and work your way up to a duo and then a trio and a quad and so on and so forth throughout the year. Now, we weren't given too many specific instructions on how we did that, but that was the general concept. So I decided to start with a single, a duo, and a trio. That's 6 shadows total. And once I completely finish one of those 6 shadows, I can roll in a quad. And once I finish one of those shadows, I can roll in a quint. So that was the idea behind my project this year, my version of the project. So let me show you where I'm at with these shadows, and we'll start with the single, of course. The single I chose is this gigantic pan of Sephora shadow. It's the Outrageous Prisma Chrome Outrageous Metallic Beige. It is a beautiful shadow. It's what I have on my inner corner today. I really like it. I have no complaints about it, but it is massive and I haven't been using it too consistently this year. I really feel like out of all the eyeshadows and palettes that I've been working on this year, this shadow might have gotten the biggest shaft. Like, I'm just not even trying to work on this, but now I am. It's part of this look, and hopefully I can get some good use on this over the next month and feel good about where I'm at for next month's update, because there really hasn't been much progress on this. I mean, it's a little worn. Right here is where I tend to put my finger, just off of the center, but long way to go. For my duo, I chose this Smashbox Full Exposure sample. I'm pretty sure I received this in an Ipsy bag many, many moons ago. And the top shade is a shimmer, the bottom shade is a matte, and I've been focusing more on the matte shade, which is right here. My goal is to hit pan. It was to hit pan. That's been my goal for like 3 months now, and I still managed to not hit pan somehow. The dip on this matte pan down here is absolutely massive. I mean, I cannot believe I have not hit pan yet. I don't know if you can really see it at all, but it's a massive dip, and this is a shadow that I've incorporated into this look. So again, it's a good reason to keep panning this look because I do think I'm gonna hit pan soon. I mean, it's like the dip is like this, it's huge. Haven't really been working on the top shade at all. Not much at all. So that one's getting the shaft too, but this one I'm trying to focus in on, and I have been. And now I'm gonna hit pan. I'm gonna hit pan. So we've talked about the single, we've talked about the duo, next is the trio. For that, I'm going with my Physicians Formula Baked Collection Wet Dry Eyeshadow Trio in Baked Oatmeal. And I met a goal. Finally, I have met a goal. This is what it looks like today. I finished this pan of eyeshadow completely. Couldn't be happier about that. Feels really good to have one less eyeshadow in my stash. Took a lot longer than I expected, as it always does. I thought this would be an empty like a couple days into the month, and I just finished it like 2 days ago. So down to the wire, but it is gone. And because I finished one eyeshadow out of the original 6, I get to roll in a quad, which is very exciting and very fun. I ended up filming a video about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I showed you all of my quads, and I showed you my process of narrowing it down to just 3 quads, and then I opened it up to a voting poll so that you guys could vote for which quad I would work on in this project next. So let me show you the 3 candidates that we had. By the way, that video did not go at all how I was expecting it to. I thought 100% that the Dose of Colors quad was going to be in the final 3, and it didn't. I was absolutely shocked when I ended up not putting it in the final 3. So yeah, that video did not go at all how I was expecting it to, but the 3 quads that did end up in the final 3 are this MAC and Patrick Star quad in Heat Stroke. This packaging is just gorgeous. This is it right here. I don't think I've used it even once. It's brand new. The next quad was this Milani Cream quad in 03 Florence. This is a Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshine. And I've definitely used one of these, but the other 3 look brand new. And the third quad that I asked you guys to vote on is this old Clinique Deluxe sample in Teddy Bear. And it's just 4 matte shadows that are all kind of brown, beige and brown. So I asked you guys to vote in that video where I talked about these 3 quads, and on an Instagram post, I tallied up everybody's vote. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I did my best, and I'm going to give you the results of that vote right now. In 3rd place is my matte quad, and I'm not too surprised at all by that. By the way, I have to say, I really appreciated all of your comments. I read every comment and your rationale behind your vote and your thought process and all the help you guys tried to give me in sorting through all of these decisions, and I really appreciate it. It was very validating to see that so many of your thoughts echoed my thoughts as well, and that, you know, it really validated my experience and my feelings about what I was going through with picking out these eyeshadows. So I really appreciate it. But in 3rd place is the MAC and Patrick Star quad. This one only received 38 votes. So this is out. It's not going to be this quad that I'm working on next, although it would have been nice to have that red. So the two remaining quads are the Milani and the Clinique. It was a fierce battle, and it was so interesting to kind of go along and tally the votes, because at one point the Clinique was ahead and at one point the Milani was ahead. And in general, I would say on the YouTube video, the Clinique did better, but on my Instagram post, the Milani did better. And I think the Milani did better on the Instagram post was because I got a beautiful photo of it and it really made it look good. So I think it got more votes on the Instagram post because I got a beautiful shot of it for that post. But on YouTube, the Clinique palette was winning out, it seemed, for the most part. But in the end, the quad that took second place is the Clinique quad. This is the shade Teddy Bear. Oh, there goes the brush. It's all 4 matte shades, and this one ended up with 119 votes. And that means the winner is the Milani quad with 134 votes. I do suspect that there were a couple people who voted twice. I caught a couple people voting twice. That was very sneaky. But I do appreciate the enthusiasm, because if you took the trouble to vote twice, you have a lot of enthusiasm for this project, and I love that. But yes, 134 votes, and the Milani won. So this is the quad I will now be incorporating into this project and trying to work on as much as possible, along with the billion other eyeshadows that I have in other projects, and just trying to have fun and play with my makeup and get the most use out of the makeup that I have. So new and exciting updates. I'm really glad that I finally finished an eyeshadow. It was feeling for a while like it was never going to happen. So I'm really excited to have finally finished one eyeshadow in this project, and I love that I can roll in this quad and start working on it. So that's exciting news. Even though I didn't hit 2 other goals that I had set for myself for the past month, those goals are going to roll over for next month. And yeah, my plan is to just kind of pan this eye look as much as possible, because like I said, it will work on the Baby Pan That Palette eyeshadow, and it will work on the matte shade in this duo, and it'll work on this one as well. So that's the plan for the next month. We'll see what distractions throw me off course and where I slip up, but that is it for this update. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.